Think about the first moment you opened your eyes. It is the most important moment of your life, but it is the only moment over which you have no control. That is the moment the grand lottery is drawn. In this lottery, money isn't given out, but coordinates. One coordinate falls on a wealthy suburb in America, another in a village caught in the middle of a war. For one, life begins with the luxury of having dreams. For the other, with the struggle to survive. Do we call this fate? Luck? Or is it the result of a flawed system we all live in, a system we are afraid to question? Today, we will attempt to decipher this perplexing order, and we will ask the question, who is to blame? This is Liam, one of the lottery winners. He was born into a world where clean water flows from the tap, education is a right, and the future is a concept that can be planned. Liam's biggest worry might be not getting the video game he wants, or deciding which university to attend. He is protected by the system. Safety nets, opportunities, and most importantly, a stability that is considered normal. Liam didn't work for this. He was simply lucky. And this is Aya, one of the lottery's losers. She opened her eyes in a world where war is normal, clean water is a luxury, and education is a dream. Aya's biggest dream is to be able to wake up the next day, for her family to be safe. She is on the side the system forgets, the side it ignores. Aya did nothing to deserve this either. She was simply unlucky. Liam and Aya live on the same planet, but in different worlds. The order of the first world is built on comfort, consumption, and often an ignorance of the walls surrounding it. The order of the third world is built on survival, struggle, and feeling the height of those walls every single day. The difference is not talent or intelligence, it's just where the starting line was drawn. So, how does this unjust order stand so firm? Why does this system never change? The answer isn't in one single place. It's hidden in interlocking cogs. The first cog, historical legacy. A vast portion of today's wealth was built upon the colonial systems of the past. Resources and riches flowed in one direction. Borders were drawn with a ruler. When this era ended, it left behind unstable nations, their resources exploited, and their societies divided. For some, the game was over before it even began. The second cog, the rules of the economy. World trade, global finance. The rules of these systems are usually written by the powerful. Poor countries are trapped in spirals of debt. They are seen as sources of cheap labor and raw materials. For prosperity to continue in wealthy nations, someone, somewhere, must produce things cheaply. That $5 t-shirt we buy, or our latest smartphone, has an invisible cost. That cost is usually paid in Aya's world. The third cog, the apathy of comfort. For Liam's world, Aya's world is just a news story on a screen, distant, tragic, but abstract. The system is designed to keep the suffering far enough away from us. As long as our comfort is not disturbed, we do not want to confront the injustice of the order, because to confront it means to take responsibility, and responsibility is uncomfortable. So let's return to the beginning. Who is to blame? Is it Liam for being born rich? Of course not. Is it Aya for being born in the wrong place? Never. Is the culprit an ambitious politician? A corporate executive focused on profit? Or is it us? The millions of us who say, "What can I do alone?" Perhaps the culprit is not a single person. The culprit is the system itself, and that system is an invisible machine that runs on our consent or our apathy. Every time we say, "It's not my problem," we add a drop of oil to that machine. Every purchase we make without questioning its ethics, we turn that cog one more time. The indifference we develop towards the rest of the world is the machine's most essential fuel. This is why, instead of searching for someone to blame, we must look for responsibility within ourselves. Guilt is about the past. Responsibility is about the future. The absurdity of the order doesn't lie in it being intentionally evil. It lies in the fact that no one sees a strong enough reason to fix it. Those who won the lottery have no reason to question the system, and those who lost lack the power to change it. Remember, we didn't choose to be Liam or Aya. It was just a roll of the dice. The system sustains itself by producing the rich and the poor, the lucky and the unlucky. And as long as we continue to play this game, There will always be new winners and new losers. So one final question for you. Close your eyes and imagine. The lottery is drawn again, and this time, you are not the lucky one. What if the roles were reversed? How much injustice would you be willing to tolerate for someone else's comfort?